Hey everyone, it's Jessica with A Cherry on Top Crafts, and today I am doing a spread in my travel notebook. So I have a Peartree cut file here. It says Journey. It's got a nice little geo tag there for the O, which I love. So I've cut that out using some white cardstock, and then I'm pulling out some distress inks, or actually these are the distress oxides in a couple different colors, and some Kaiser Kraft gold spray just to create some splatter on my white background there on the right side. And I've already got my pages trimmed down to 5 inches by 8¼ inch. And these are going to go on my Life Crafted album by Citrus Twist. So I've got my $14.99 Market favorite stripy paper here. I've matted my photo with that, and then I've pulled out the Uniquely Creative collection called Scenic Route, and I'm using that today, and I'm just going to cut off a couple of these little embellishments off of here, and I'm going to cut a couple of the other embellishments from the cut apart sheets. They're full 12 by 12 sheets, so I'm going to use some of those, and I'm just going to add to these pages, and then I'm going to add some sequins towards the end by Picket Fence Studios as well to enhance. This photo here on the right is the only photo that I'm using on this spread. I really wanted it to shine because it's the beginning of one of our camping trips, so I wanted it to kind of be by itself and show that our campsite there is on that side of the page. And I'm just gonna cut out this cute little scallop border. I'm gonna actually put that behind my photo here, right along the bottom. That's something I really love to do to accent my photos. So it was perfect, and I love that it came in that little cut apart sheet. So I'm gonna add that to the bottom using some of my Nuvo glue. And surprise, surprise, my Nuvo glue didn't explode on me today. So I'm super happy about that. It all stayed together nicely. My last video, it actually exploded on me, and that was in my video. So I'm really happy that I didn't have a whole bunch of trouble with it today. So I went ahead and tacked down those couple things around my photo, and then I'm just using my ATG gun here to roll on some of the adhesive on the back side of my photo to adhere to my actual page. I just wanted to make sure that there wasn't any other layers that I wanted to cut out and use behind my photo before I tacked it down. So I'm just kind of rooting through here, and I decided that I better cut my little circles from my hole reinforcement punch to go around the little holes on my page before I tack my photo down, just in case there's an overlap. So I'm just using the Nuvo glue here to run a circle around where those are going to go, and I found for me it's easier to add that glue directly to the page versus trying to add it to my circles themselves and then flip them and stick them down. So this seems to work easily for me. And then my cut file itself, I'm going to pull out the smaller paper pad from this collection, and I'm going to just back my cut file manually just by using the negative pieces on my cutting mat and just trimming out around my negative pieces using the pattern paper, and just cut a little bit of an outline on there so I have room to glue it to the back side of my cut file. So I just love that Journey cut file. I think it's super cute, and I really, really love how that's going to look on top of that wood grain paper from this Uniquely Creative collection. So here's that smaller paper pad I was telling you about. I'm going to pull I think 4 sheets out of this and use to back my cut file. A couple of them are going to repeat in the different letters, and I kind of like that. I like to scatter them about but use a couple of the same prints. So here you can see that's how I'm going to back my cut file. I do this for all the letters, so I'm just going to show you this one how I do it, and then I will speed this process up so you don't have to watch me backing every single letter. But I just basically put that down. I add a little bit of that Nuvo Deluxe adhesive, and then I flip it back over and just kind of press it lightly. So now my whole cut file is backed. I didn't cut the middles out. I wanted it to stay solid on this one, and I'm going to add a couple more things from these cut apart sheets, so I'm just trimming those out now. And I've been asked a lot lately about my Glassboard. I can see that a lot of my Glassboard is showing right now on my video. It is in my description as to where to get that and what it's called and what size it is, because I get asked about it a lot. I do love it. It's a newer glass mat. I did have the Tim Holtz one, which I loved as well, but this one's a little bit bigger than that one, which I really like. I like the size of it. It doesn't fit my particular table very well because my desk that I work on is a little bit, it's not as wide as a normal table, but I love my desk, and I just find it's a little bit harder to work with my lights and my tripod sitting on my desk. But if you don't have those things, you don't have anything to worry about at all, and it'll be just fine for your space. But other than that, the size issue, I mean, it's not really an issue. I love the size of it, and it seems to be working out perfectly. You can also get magnets that go with them too, so I really, really like it. But I have not tried the magnets yet. Can you believe that? I need to do some stenciling soon so that I can try those magnets out. So all of these supplies that I'm using on my spread today are from A Cherry on Top, and I will link everything down below in the description for you in case you want to grab anything from the shop. So if you click on any of those links, it will take you right to the product, or at least get you close to the product. Like with the distressings, I usually just link the main distressing page, and then you can find whatever color you're looking for. So I'll have those all down below for you in case you want to shop for anything that you see here that I've used today. Here's my cut file itself. I'm just going to go ahead and glue this down using some more Nuvo glue, and then that'll be done, and then I can start embellishing around it. So I'm going to actually pull out some little Flair buttons by Peartree. That's who my cut file is from as well, and I'll tack those down using some glue dots and some thread. And then I thought this 49 in Market set was just perfect to use, as the colors in it just really match this collection absolutely perfectly. So I'm going to use some of those on this layout too, and just pull in a few of those chipboard pieces. Here's that Flair that I was telling you about. I'm just going to grab a couple of these from a couple different sets from my Peartree and add those to my layout. I wanted one to be inside that geotag, so I'll add some thread behind that in a moment and glue that down. And then I really like that drive chipboard because I thought that was perfect for our camping adventure, since we were pulling the camper to our favorite campsite. And I've got just all these little bits that I'm adding now. I'm just gonna glue these down. I'm gonna layer a few of them, and then I'll add in some sequins. So here is the finished spread. I love how this one came together, and it's gonna look great in my finished album. So I'll link everything down below for you guys in case you want to grab anything from the shop that I've used today. And if you haven't checked out the Cherry on Top Hop, we have a monthly hop which you can be entered into a $25 gift card, so make sure you check that as well in my videos. So thank you guys so much for watching, and thanks for being here. Have a great day. Bye bye.